92, where we are going to be discussing the voice of the customer in digital media and how you measure this voice. It is critical to measure the voice. We are going to discuss that. But before we move further, in the previous lesson, we spoke about satisfaction and loyalty. Can someone just summarize what we spoke about in the previous lesson? Anything that came to your mind when we went through lesson 91?
So mainly talked about customer satisfaction and loyalty once again, and looked at the certain factors or factors that needs to be considered on loyalty as well as satisfaction, like your rewards, the loyalty programs, and stuff like that, and along with brand attachment. Um, yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay. Matapelo, what is it that you remember?
So exactly what Kamu said. So, and yeah, he did the highlight very well. I remember that. So, and another thing that the only one thing I'll add on is our previous lesson. I got to understand the difference between loyalty and being satisfied and being like and being in between, like when you don't care about loyalty and being satisfied. I learned the difference between that, and we got to touch the point where we got to understand our customers from our point of view, from different points of views. And I got to know that sometimes it's some things that I keep saying I'm loyal to. It's not that I'm loyal to them, it's just that I'm satisfied with what I'm getting.
Mm. And I'm sure you also got to learn what actually matters to you. Is it loyalty or
Yes,
satisfaction?
yes, yes, I got to learn, yeah, that. Oh, that a lot.
Mm. Okay, so we are going to look at measuring the voice of customer and digital media and being able to differentiate customer value by value and engagement. So these are the ways that you're going to come across as this lesson progresses. Online voice of customer, net promoter score, customer certification, lead generation, and customer profiling. So since we discussed loyalty and satisfaction, from a marketing point of view, do you think this can be measured?
Customer satisfaction, you
Yes,
you
even
ask.
in Umjolo, can you be able to measure how satisfied you are?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Okay, share some
yes.
insights, guys. How?
Um, Subconsciously, you would see a difference if you are aware of your subconscious. Let's say you're in a relationship. Okay, sharp. The time spent with you,
Mm-hmm.
type type of
Okay,
things. It's
time
like,
spent.
yeah, I don't know.
Ladies, I hope you are
The
taking
amount,
notes.
the amount of care. I
The
say
amount of
the
care.
amount, how, yeah, how caring is that? Say, considering you, thinking about you, being, the amount of responsibility based in you, in a way. Same goes to brands and businesses.
All right. Let's hear from a lady now. How can you measure satisfaction? Matapelo, Nkamo is ready to take the notes.
Said Nema is gonna tell us.
From both views, whether it's branding or relationship views, how do you think, what do you call this, satisfaction can be measured?
From my side, I would say so. For example, so you can measure it by saying let's say let's say I believe that um getting burger from McDonald's is good than getting burger from KFC. Yeah? I'm satisfied with McDonald's burger. I can measure it by whenever I eat KFC burger. I don't get that feeling that I get when I eat McDonald's burger, or I don't get that crunchiness that I get when I eat McDonald's burger. That's how you can measure, in my point of view.
Yeah, your measurement, this one is very tricky, but I get you. So you can actually measure through a competitor, right? And
Yes,
the
sir.
tricky part is that the competitor, you need to have a relationship with the competitor in order to measure what the current, partner or brand that you're having with is doing to you. So if it was Umjolo, you need to measure with other men how good I'm being to you. Is that so?
Yeah.
Not really
I'm
like the way
trying to
that way. When it comes
understand,
to,
Pen.
but okay, when it comes to Umjolo part, say, ne,
Mm-hmm.
you can measure that you are satisfied by. You can spend a day when 6 hours pass without speaking that to that person, you feel like your day is not made. When you wake up and not speak to that person, you feel like your morning is not good. Your day is not gonna be good because you didn't speak to this person. When when you get to a mall and you see something nice, the only thing you picture is that person in it. You get what I'm saying? You feel it? You know.
Okay, I do get you. But you can also compare with, I was hoping that you say that you compare with other relationships. For example, your sister's
No,
relationship, if you've got knowledge about it, that, oh, my sister's boyfriend is spending 5 hours per day and mine is spending 1 hour, and my sister is happy. Wouldn't you want the same feeling that your sister is getting?
no.
Okay, what do you think, Primonia? What do you think, Nkamo? So you guys don't compare your relationships,
No. Comparing
no, for good, not for competition.
in relationship.
Getting inspiration from other relationships.
Yeah, if it's a good thing,
For
yeah,
example,
yeah.
he proposed yesterday. I think I'm also going to propose my partner.
Wabona,
Is that a
aye, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. Right?
you guys don't get motivated by other people's relationships. Okay, all right. So measuring the voice of customer in digital media provides real-time insight into customer preferences and feedback. Remember, we want customers to be satisfied. One of the way to know about customer certification is to know their preferences and to understand the feedback that they are giving us. So this enables businesses to enhance customer experience and drive targeted marketing strategies. It can also help brands refine products, improve services, and maintaining a competitive advantage. That's why I always tell people that, you know what, after some certain time, it's always good to ask your partners whether they are happy or not. You do not have to speculate that, oh, I see Matapel is always laughing, then she is happy. Okay? So it's always good to get feedback from your partner and how you are treating them. Brands also do that. They send surveys, even though you guys don't want to complete surveys. After buying a product, they can even encourage you to leave some reviews. Sometimes they can even incentivize you to leave that honest review. They'll be like, complete this review, you are going to earn 10,000, you are going to get into a competition and stuff, because they are so desperate to hear your feedback about that product that you've just ordered. so that it can also help other customers to know the experiences that you have with this product. So that's one of the ways that you measure the voice of the customer. So you can see the voice of the customer through ratings, through reviews, and so forth. Measuring the voice of customer in digital media is vital for building customer-centric strategies, improving products and services, enhancing customer satisfaction, and ultimately driving business growth and success. Online voice of customer measures are useful for reviewing current sentiment. You know what a sentiment is, that, right, guys? So you just need to know what is it that your customers are talking about. One of the satisfaction ratings is intent satisfaction surveys, where the reasons for why a customer is visiting a site are compared against their success in completing tasks and their satisfaction ratings. This is a key technique for improving online customer journeys. Then we've got what we call a net promoter score, and it's always used by banks and insurance companies, if I remember. So this is a metric used to gauge customer loyalty and satisfaction by asking customers how likely they are to recommend a company's product or services to others. It is calculated based on a scale, maybe 0 to 10, with some scores categorized into net promoters, 9 to 10, passive 7 to 8, and detractors 0 to 6. The net promoter score is determined by subtracting the percentage of detractors from the percentage of promoters. I'm sure even you guys, when you call Telcom, maybe you are using Telcom or you are using Vodacom or you are using Cell C. If you have got an issue and you call them, whenever a consultant takes a phone, they normally encourage you like, please, after we are done, stay on the line so that you can rate this call from 0 to 10. Have you come across that?
Yes, sir.
So that's part of a net promoter score. The significance of net promoter scores lies in its ability to provide actionable insights into customer loyalty. You are saying something, Matapelo?
Can I ask something, sir?
Yes.
Because I know it's not only when you call Vodacom and Telcom that they ask you to rate their thing. So, is like is there like the reason? Like, I want to know the real reason of them saying you must rate them. Is it because they want to know if this person can do the work, or if they want to know if you always satisfied? Which is which?
It has got a lot of pillars to it, honestly, Matapelo. One,
Okay.
it's also part of the KPIs for employees, for the staff, so that if they do their job well, they get incentivized. I remember my wife, when she used to work at a call center at Planet Fitness, they were doing this. So if she gets positive reviews, it means that she's got an incentive of extra 2,000 to her salary. So it's also motivating employees to be satisfied. Remember, you are trying to satisfy customers, but at the same time, you also want your employees to be satisfied so that they do their jobs well in satisfying customers. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
You do make sense.
Because employees also play a very big role in making customers happy because they are the face of the company. Okay. So that one, for example, if you have been making calls as Matapelo and you work for Vodacom, and the people who have been calling, all of them are giving less than 5, which is poor. We need to then come with conclusion whether this 5 was based on the product or based on the person who was solving the problem. So was it based on Matapelo as an employee, or it was based on the issue that was not being resolved by the employee? I don't know if I'm making any sense, Matapelo. For example, if you called Vodacom because you've been having a problem with your SIM card, so the issue is that the SIM card up to now is not being solved, and you decide to rate it 5. even though the lady you were talking to was very friendly, was talking to you nicely. So does that mean that it is because of that lady that the rating was 5 or not? So some can be simplified. You can actually have two surveys at the end of the call. One for the lady that you engage with, you need to rate her out of 10, like how she solved the issue. Then another one for the issue that was actually brought forward, whether the issue was nicely solved or not.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
Hmm. But it's always good for brands, you know, to get information on how they are treating their customers. Though in relationship, even in families, we barely do that, and I think it's a good thing to do. You know, imagine at some point I ask my son, "How are you feeling? Do you feel like you've got the best parents that you've ever wished?" That way, I can understand what is it that is lacking in my son's life, or what is it that he wish he could increase. You know, then I can then see whether I will add value to what he or to issues that he has raised or not. You know, same thing in Jolo. I think it would be good, you know, if you are a mature parent, you ask your man, you know, am I treating you well? Ngikupha kahle na? It's very rare to hear someone saying that. Do you guys do that? Nkamo, your mic was on and disappeared.
I say I was just curious. Do you think they give out correct answers?
Yeah, but you know, whether it's a correct answer, because obvious people will tell you what you want to hear, right? For example, if you ask
Yes.
people that, they'll be like, yes, yes, you're doing great, you're doing great, which is not fair because you know you had your own efforts to express yourself, wanting to find out. Same with customers. I mean, how many ratings have you given companies that you know very well that it's not the right response? But
Like
the fact
WhatsApp,
that
for
you
instance.
did, yeah, but the fact that you did it, it helps, you know. I remember there's someone who used to say that even if when the Uber ride was very perfect, they would still give Uber one, rating one. Even a driver, you know, who was very friendly to you, talking to you throughout the journey. Then at the end of the journey, when you need to rate them, we give them one. And I asked them, why do you give this person a one rating? You say that, you know what, the reason why I'm giving them one is so that they keep improving. If I give them five, they are going to relax thinking that they're doing the best, but I have to give them one so that they think there's something wrong and they keep improving their services. So yes, I get you, Nkamo. It can be tricky, especially when you are not getting the right answers. But that does not mean that you do not have to keep on asking how well you are treating others. Matapelo, Primonia, do you guys do that?
Honestly, sometimes, not all the
Sometimes.
time.
But do you see, guys, that it will be a good exercise if you want the relationship to last? Remember, we are talking about customer relationship management, meaning you want to maintain a long-term relationship with your brand. All right, the significance, or I said this. Now we move on to differentiating customers by value and engagement. A key part of digital customer relationship management strategy is to define measures that indicate activity levels and then develop tactics to increase activity levels through more frequent use. So there are three groups of customers with corresponding communication strategies. So whenever you're engaging with customers, even your customers in Kamo, you know, people would like your gig and so forth. You need to categorize them into three. You've got one, those that I would call the most valuable customer. Then you've got the most growable customer, and then you've got the below zero customers. So the most valuable, as you can see from the term valuable, these are the ones who make more profit to you. Remember, there are some are good at spreading words about your brand, but they never buy from you. Then there are those that will buy from you and make sure that you are getting profit from them. So you need to categorize that based on those three. So this is the pyramid. So you see the bottom of the pyramid where there is huge volume there, that's where you've got your below zero customers. Then you've got the most gravel customers. Then at the top, you've got the most valuable customers. So these are the most valuable customers are the ones who are going to actually, transact with you. Because some can talk, they can talk about you, but not get anything from you. Some they can help you grow by increasing your customer base, but they are not buying anything from you. Then some can actually do the three. They can talk about you, buy from you, and refer others to you. So in conclusion, measuring the voice of the customer in digital media is crucial for understanding customer preferences, needs, and pain points in real time, enabling businesses to adapt their strategies, improve customer satisfaction. Differentiating our customer value by value and engagement allows businesses to tailor their marketing efforts effectively, focusing resources on high value, highly engaged customers while developing strategies to enhance the engagement and value of other segments. So this dual approach ensures that marketing initiatives are data-driven, customer-centric, and optimized for maximum impact, leading to increased loyalty, better customer experiences, and ultimately higher returns on marketing investments. Are there any questions? Any questions, any comments, or any additions, any insights?
So from my side, I have nothing.
Okay. Abanye the Grand. All right, let's move to the last lesson for today, which is lifetime value modeling. Let's see if I can quickly get it for you.